Hello Aries, welcome back to my channel. My name is Aviana. This is Aviana's Ascension, and today we are going to see what messages Spirit has for you at this time. Thank you guys so much for watching. Just take what feels right for you, of course. Let's go ahead and get into it. Most important messages for Aries, please and thank you. What does Aries need to know right now? What is coming their way? Please and thank you. Alright, Aries, let's see what's going on. Okay, bottom of the deck, we have Eclipse in Virgo, reorganization. Choose duties and responsibilities carefully. Sun in Virgo, endeavor, you reap what you sow. I'm immediately getting the vibe of like, don't overwork yourself. Don't put too much on your plate. Recognize like you can make everything happen, but there's no need to like overdo it, you know? We have Sun in Libra with harmony, enjoy life with music, love, romance. Moon in Virgo, contentment. The chance to boost health and vitality leads to satisfaction. So yeah, I feel like Spirit is saying like that balance in work and play is going to be really important, and that's actually like that fulfillment you're looking for, not necessarily, you know, the stability that may come with overworking, but the stability that comes with taking care of, you know, your emotional self as well as your financial self. You know what I mean? All right, let's see what's going on for you, Aries. Let's see. Okay. Alrighty. We have Eclipse in Capricorn, new direction, reevaluate success. Yeah, I feel like you guys are realizing that it's not just about the amount of money you make or the, you know, material things that you have or how much you're able to provide, but it also matters, you know, are you home? Are you, you know, able to attend events with your loved ones? Do you see your friends enough? You know, like that matters too. All right, we have Eclipse in Cancer, acceptance, an emotional phase or domestic development. Yeah, I definitely feel like some of you guys are having to realize, you know, you might not be fulfilling every aspect of yourself that matters. As you know, and it's normal, you know, for a lot of us to get caught up in our goals and our own success. And sometimes we will sacrifice our loved ones due to that. But I feel like some of you guys are realizing, you know, that doesn't work for you anymore as Aries. You know, doesn't work for you. Okay, we have Sun in Pisces, higher purpose. Align yourself with love and wisdom. Some of you may benefit from watching the Pisces reading. You may have Pisces in your chart, but that was definitely talking a lot about just, yeah, reevaluating what success looks like for them. So might be where you're feeling. But yeah, I feel like, yeah, aligning yourself with love and wisdom. So not just about, you know, what is logically making sense, what does society want me to do, but what does my heart want me to do? What is my higher self guiding me towards? And then we have Sun in Scorpio, passion, a passionate, intense, or mysterious phase. Okay, so there could be like something that's igniting your passion that's been making you reevaluate things like this, you know? Like maybe it wasn't just out of the blue, but maybe there's something that you do want to dedicate more time to. So yeah, that's going to make you want to take a few steps back in other areas that don't bring that fulfillment like that. And see, we have Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. So some of you guys may have a lot of water in your chart, could be dealing with a water sign, or this definitely has a lot to do with your emotional well-being, your heart, maybe your intuition as well. All right, but let's get into it. Let's see what's going on for you, Aries. Most important messages for Aries. What does Aries need to know, please and thank you. All Alrighty, Aries. I love hearing card shuffle. Like, I could listen to ASMR card shuffling all day. So yeah, with the Tower, the Wheel of Fortune, there's definitely a new chapter here. Okay. It may have felt like the rug was getting pulled out from underneath you, or, like for some of you with the an emotional phase or domestic development, maybe there was like some sort of breakup or some sort of like ending where you're like, yeah, I should be spending more time with my loved ones, my friends, my family. And it could have been like a little too late kind of moment, but at least you're taking the lesson, right? And with the Wheel of Fortune, there's a new chapter for you. Something wasn't working, and that's leading you to figure out what is. And with the Magician, Spirit's letting you know, you may not be able to control all elements of this, but there's a lot you can do. There's certain resources around you that will aid you in going towards what you want to go towards. Smoother waters are ahead, so just keep moving forward, keep believing in yourself. Yeah, with the Ten of Wands, I definitely get the sense that some of you guys were overworking or just taking on too much or not asking for help when you needed it. And with the Four of Wands, Temperance, it's a need for more balance in your life for sure. Spending more time with family, with loved ones, surrounding yourself with more love and support. That's what matters right now. That's what you need. All right, let's see what's going on for you, Aries. Please and thank you. Most important messages. Yeah, you've just really worn yourself out here with the Nine of Wands. And it's time to bring balance back. And I think a lot of you guys are realizing that your thoughts, your fears, your limiting beliefs, thinking, well, if I don't, take on everything, then there won't be enough. Then I won't get opportunities in the future. Like just a lot of fear that kept you overworking, pushing yourself, doing too much. All right, yeah, we have the Three of Swords. So yeah, I definitely feel like some of you guys may have gone through a breakup or some sort of devastation that really just helped you put things into perspective. It helped you recognize that you may be giving time and energy to things that may not be as important to you as the thing you may have just lost. With the Page of Swords, it feels like you guys are realizing, I need a new direction. I need to change the way I'm showing up. But there's definitely a level of hesitation here and uncertainty. And maybe that's because you guys aren't used to, maybe you're just not used to, prioritizing things outside of work. And maybe that's why it feels weird to show up in a different way. But all you do know is sacrifice isn't worth it. We have the Six of Wands here, and to me it feels like a lot of you guys thought that success and victory, like your people would be proud of you if you were always making a sacrifice, but you realize now it's really just about spending time with them. You're definitely someone who likes to take on a challenge, Aries, and yeah, I just feel like you like to do the impossible, right? You like to spread yourself a little too thin just to prove that you can, kind of thing. There's some people that are like that for sure, but I don't know. I just feel like you're realizing that it's what's cool is like being able to be there for your loved ones. I don't know. That's what it feels like. We have the Knight of Swords, the Chariot. You're taking action, you're taking movement towards something. Okay? It really feels like you're ready for more balance, you're ready for a change in direction. with the King of Wands, Six of Wands, like there was just a lot of like high energy, passion, like it feels like kind of like the energy at like a sporting event. You know, obviously everyone's amped up wanting to, you know, kind of go crazy, but I feel like you realize that was just kind of keeping you in a loop that didn't make sense. So you just kind of broke free from it and you're running in the opposite direction. And we have the World card. You've completed a cycle here. I just really get the sense that it's you really balancing your your personal life with your personal goals, you know? It's not all about what can you achieve. Sometimes it's about, you know, who did you show up for, right? All right, we're going to look a little bit deeper into this, Aries. See what's really going on. I did just see the Devil card. So for some of you, it could have been like this makes me think of like toxic masculinity, where you think like, oh, I have to, you know, provide for my family, overwork myself, always say yes, so that way my family's taken care of, my family's proud of me. When really, maybe all they needed was just, you know, a hug from you, right? Like I feel like you're realizing that somewhere those wires got crossed a little bit. All right, let's see, bottom of this deck before we get into it. Okay, yeah. This is definitely a situation where your experiences had to teach you. Know that, you know, even though it may have come from a very unfortunate circumstance, this lesson had to be taught that way, or else you wouldn't have gotten it, right? So it's kind of like saying, like, don't feel bad that, you know, it feels like, you know, maybe somebody missed the chance to say their last goodbyes to somebody before they passed because they had to work. Maybe it feels like somebody's loved one may have like broken up with them because, you know, they missed date night again because of work, whatever. Like it feels like that. And it feels like that had to happen in order for you to understand that you need to balance, you know? So yeah, you got to balance. There's, you know, the Emperor energy, that's your card with change and balance. That's what had to happen. And that's okay, and that's beautiful. So don't, you know, you had to go through this lesson, right? So don't hold yourself, like, don't be guilty and be hard on yourself for it. All right. Let's look into this Three of Swords, though, and see specifically what's going on there. Tell me more about this Three of Swords for Aries. Okay, so for some of you guys, this may have involved like your mother, a mother figure, maybe a grandma, an older sister, or this can involve someone that you may have children with, whether that, you know, you could be the feminine energy, but this other person shows up as the Empress, whatever. It's someone that really did mean a lot to you. And this is just something that, even though it's unfortunate, it had to be through this loss. It it was the only thing that would open you up to this different approach to life, if that makes sense for you guys. You know what I mean? And it just makes me think of like usually during rock bottom situations, that's when we find spirit. That's when we find ourselves because there's no other choice, you know? Even though it is unfortunate, this is the experience that brought you back to your heart, which makes sense because, you know, you've got a heart here. It's something that opened your heart up. And it was uncomfortable and it was painful, but it was necessary. All right. So let's talk about the Page of Swords. You know, this is definitely unfamiliar terrain, very uncomfortable, but it's the push you needed to redirect yourself. See, we have the World card that popped out here again. This is definitely a big cycle that came to a close here. All right. Page of Swords. Tell me more about that. Okay. Yeah, know that this this way, this approach of, maybe just kind of following what everyone else's terms of success are. That was like a generational thing. Like it wasn't just you that did it. Like you probably won't be the last one to do it, but you are going to be the one that decides, actually, that doesn't make sense and that doesn't work for me, my family, my loved ones. I'm not doing that, you know? You're the one that recognizes, if I want to live a life how I want to live it, I have to hold myself accountable to make that happen. I can't, depend on my job or depend on anyone else to hold me accountable to it or to make sure that happens for me. I have to make sure that happens for me. So you're just being more honest now. You're vocalizing your needs. You're taking time off if you need it. You're saying no. You're setting boundaries. Know that you are protected during this time. And even though it may seem like a small thing and not like it shouldn't be hard to choose your loved ones, choose yourself, your needs over overworking or whatever. Know that that was something that was definitely ingrained, conditioned, not only from your family but society as a whole. That's how we're taught to show up, right? So know that it is definitely a hard lesson. So you're being watched over, helped, guided through it, even if it may seem like you're not. And definitely spend time in nature, ground yourself, spend time in trees, maybe eating more whole foods, more natural things to kind of help. You don't want to add any junk on the junk that you're trying to clear, right? So definitely do more whole foods, more things like that. I would maybe even do like more like juicing and like teas and things like that too. Well, let's look into the Six of Wands, King of Wands. I just feel like this is like always looking for that validation, maybe, is why you were always showing up in ways that didn't make sense for you. And now I feel like you're just acknowledging that and seeing that. So let's see. Yeah, you realize that you are your peace. You decide how you carry things. You decide the beliefs you listen to and things like that. And I feel like, yeah, you recognized how you were letting other people's decisions dictate how you showed up. Yeah, universal oneness, transcend, unconditional love blueprint. Very beautiful. Yeah. You're definitely unlearning a lot. You're tapping into your heart space more. You're moving out of the mind and into the heart. You're becoming more enlightened here and recognizing how you may have been showing up with lack or with fear or with external pressure. Yeah. You're having a good time here because you've gone through this big transformation. This is the death card in this deck. You're grateful that you don't need that external validation anymore because that's exhausting. You'll never show up how everyone wants you to. So just finally deciding to choose for yourself what that looks like for you, listening to your heart in that process, it's so much easier and brings so much relief. I'm happy for you. Yeah, it's like you're doing things for yourself now. You know, you recognize, it doesn't matter if my boss thinks I'm doing a good job. It doesn't matter if, my parents are happy that I'm not working as much, because sometimes our parents can be the ones that influence us to do that. Whatever external pressure was happening, you're being loyal to yourself, to what makes sense for you. And that's the big difference now. You're not doing it based on what society is doing, what others want you to do. you know, what your, financial pressure may be. You're following your heart, you're trusting yourself. And you're choosing to trust the universe to take care of you as well. So let's see where you're moving towards with that Knight of Swords and the Chariot. I like this energy, Aries. All right, Spirit Act. Absolutely. You guys are definitely taking action here. Maybe, the steps are getting clearer for you because you're moving from your heart. So maybe you're just moving with more confidence, more ready to go towards things you want to go towards. Yeah, we have Ephrata healing. Yeah, you've just learned a lot here. So I think you're just moving with more balance. And because you're more balanced, you're able to move with more clarity, make things happen quicker. Yeah, food meditation, I can. Supervision. Yeah, you've definitely overcome a lot of that doubt and fear. Where it used to be like one or the other, you've got harmony now. And with that, you recognize that you are very capable, very powerful, and you want to make sure that you're not giving your energy away to things that don't give back to you, right? You're not letting your emotions, not letting certain, it's like you're not eating processed foods and things that don't really feed your vessel, right? You're living healthier and happier, feeling more energized. You're alive. I love it. Let's talk about the World card. Big cycle closed out. On to the next. See, you love yourself. Future love letter. I love you. You love yourself now. You're so proud of yourself. Yeah, see, and this is literally the Fool card in this deck. So you literally closed out a cycle onto the next one. That's so cool. And the thing is, you're unbothered. You're not letting anything get the best of you. You're not giving your energy away to things that don't serve you. Right? Because giving your energy, your attention to something makes it grow. You realize that now. So why would you make something grow that doesn't make you feel good? Ooh, we have creation partnered sex magic, intergalactic mastery confirmation. So some of you guys may have a new partnership coming through for you. And some of y'all could have been manifesting this for a long time, or like maybe you realize, wow, the more time and energy I put toward myself, the more I'm going to get what I want, because I'm showing the universe that I love myself, that I deserve good things. So maybe a good partnership, a healthy relationship is going to come through, or a deepening of one. And it feels like you and your partner help each other really grow and transform and become more and more enlightened as well. I like that. All right, very positive energy. It did start out with something a little rough, but again, sometimes we have to hit those rock bottom energies in order to change and do better for ourselves. So even though it's uncomfortable, it's necessary. So good job going through it. All right, we're going to get some messages from the Divine Feminine deck here. This is actually, it's called Soulful Woman Oracle deck, actually, but it makes me think of the Divine Feminine. And we all have feminine and masculine energies within us, so it's nice to tap in with it, see how we're doing, see what's going on. All right, let's see what you got here, Aries. Bottom of the deck, you have dream seeds, nurturing your dreams with love and appreciation. Service is co-creation, heart healing, asking opens a pathway. So yeah, I definitely see you approaching accomplishment, dreams, fulfillment, service in a whole different way, which is awesome. And with heart healing, it just makes me feel like it's based on love, it's based on trust. All right. let's see what you got, Aries. Number 26, heart healing. My courageous healing journey brings me personal awakening and a deeper relationship with myself. Exactly. And see, we kept seeing those cards with the heart. So yeah, it feels like your heart was ripped open so you could heal it, so you could deepen your relationship with yourself, which again, uncomfortable but beautiful and necessary. Number 15, igniting my joy. Attuning to the highest good in myself and others ignites my natural joy. Beautiful. The highest good in myself and others. You're focusing on joy, you're focusing on what feels good. And doing it in your highest way, not in, a forced way or pressure, but in truth. Number 13, I embrace my body. I honor and embrace all of my body. I am receptive to her specific needs. Beautiful. Yeah. I feel like a lot of you guys, your body is the first thing to communicate to you when something isn't right, when something might be, you know, when something is right, when something is wrong, whatever. So pay attention to that. Okay. Number 28, power of my voice. I speak my truth and express my feelings to others with care and compassion. Beautiful. Yeah. Definitely feel like you are vocalizing, honoring your needs, being honest about them. And number 21, soul's journey. Living from soul opens me to the magic that exists when I surrender to divine manifestation on its own terms and timing. Yeah. And I feel like that lack of surrender was what was getting you guys to kind of, pull yourself in too many different directions. So allow things to unfold as they're meant to. Trust. It's all going to work out for you, Aries, for sure. Alrighty, that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you for watching. If you would like more content, I do have my social media all down below in the description box. I also have my website down there if you want to book a reading or a healing ceremony with me. I also have online classes and a newsletter you can sign up for if you, want to stay in touch, get different content and coupons, discounts, cool stuff like that. But that's all I have for you today, Aries. Thank you for watching. I'll see y'all next time.